We've got the start of this one coming your way in moments from Progressive Field. The Twins and the Indians are on their way next. We're just a few blocks south of Lake Erie at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins as they'll line themselves up like this here this afternoon. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. David Lee will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. And look out. Boy, an auspicious way to begin our ball game here this afternoon.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game. So it'll be scored an infield single here to start things out. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Gary Cox will stand in, and boy, look at that batting average to start off the month of April. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right, and Murphy's going to need to play this one off the wall.
Boy, they are putting the pressure on right here, right from the start. A single, and now a double gives them runners at second and third. Now they're in great shape to push 2 runs across here in the first, maybe even more.
Michael Lee will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s.
Let's go.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And a ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit. And he will just get his foot in there first, safe at the plate. A 2-1 offering. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first-inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
Number 2 digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Number 30 will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Nate Walker will step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Twins 2 and the Indians nothing. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. Michael Lee will be on the mound to face them. And this is a guy that needs to establish the inside part of the plate because his stuff is such that he'll have a hard time getting by if he doesn't mix in location well. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Trevor Plouffe has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 26.
Michael Bourn will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Bourn in year 2 now of his 4-year deal. Year 1 found him finishing at 263, 6 homers, and 50 driven in.
And also 23 steals, which was down from his high of 61 back in 2011. I don't think that's a huge deal, but I do think the Indians would like to see him get on base a little more often this year.
Here's the 1-1 home to Bourn. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Michael Brantley will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now after the stolen base, any thought of a bunt here to get him to third?
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with EK. Just let him hack.
Swing and a line drive to center field. On for it is Kubel, but this is down for a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. Jason Kipnis steps in now. First pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
On the ground towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And here's where, on the mound, you got to tell yourself, you did everything right there. This was an 0-2 pitch, and he did a great job of getting him to hit it on the ground. Just happens to find a hole on the right side. I mean, what are you going to do?
Ryan Rayburn will take his first cuts of the ball game here. In there, no balls and a strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
A throw behind the runner at second, back in standing. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Good lead off a second there, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing, and he just fouls this one away. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch-out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. Many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one put-away pitch that they can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
First offering on the way. David Murphy comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Turned it loose on 2-0, but he popped it up over to the right side of the infield.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting one out.
Yan Gomes will get his first opportunity now. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
He's living on the edge with some of these pitches here. He gets that one by him, but he might not get away with that a second time.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
2-2 pitch on the way. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
foul popped behind the plate. And he'll make the catch just in front of the screen, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Joe Mauer will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. What a stop! And the throw gets him at first base as he threw that one from his fanny, but he gets him anyway for the first out.
Well, this ball is hit hard towards the hole, and there's not a lot of reaction time there for a second baseman. But he's able to glove it, and he knows the speed of the runner going down the line, so he pops back up to his feet and makes a good throw to get his man.
Josh Willingham will dig in here. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Hey, Blue! Ah.
2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double.
Well, how much did he miss a home run by? Now, this will give us a pretty good look. That ball's up near the top of the wall, a couple more feet, and he's into his home run trot. Instead, he'll have to hold on with a loud double.
Jason Kubel will step in now. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. For Willingham, he picks up his first two-base hit of the new season. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Lined hard toward short. On to first, and Kubel is a ground out victim. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. Here's the first offering. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Minnesota as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Asdrubal Cabrera will start things off in the bottom of the second.
The shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind no balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled straight back. Here's another 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in for the first time here. First pitch coming. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control. 0-2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Bases are empty, one man out. Too high.
Setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, two things actually. One, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and two, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
First pitch on the way. Carlos Santana is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Santana trying to make the move to third base here in 2014. The Indians liking what they've seen behind the plate in Yan Gomes, yet still wanting to find ways to get all their big bats into the lineup. So Santana gets the start here at the hot corner. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now with a 2-0 count right on the heels of a hit by pitch, it's a good time to go out there and give your pitcher a minute or so to put things back together.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. low for ball one. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-1. Now a hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Left fielder number 23,
Michael Brantley will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. 2-1.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Come on, top one. Yeah.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Gary Cox is ready to go here as we begin the
leading off for the
third.
Twins, left fielder Gary Cox.
First pitch in there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And as a pitcher, you always have to remember that once you let go of the pitch, you've got to become an infielder. Here's a guy that fields his position well, so he's in great position to spear this thing and then get the easy out at first.
Michael Lee will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Taken there by Cabrera on to first, and there were 2 down.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Number 2 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now the first pitch. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 2-1. Jason Kipnis makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Ball 2 now. Three and 0 now.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Ryan Rayburn will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Here we go, Indian.
And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
David Murphy will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Look out for the double play, man.
First pitch coming. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Two-0 pitch, and that one's over for a strike.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Fouled back. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he gets under a curveball that time as this is lifted in the air out to left. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Yan.
Yan Gomes will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
And this will be fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Full count now, 3-2. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
You know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Come on, let's go big here.
2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
That's right. Good eye. Wait for your pitch.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
Come on now.
Kipnis off a second. Now the pitch. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Come on, stroke one.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing.
In the end.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now, you can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Lonnie Chisenhall will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Right back to the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. So no runs in the inning despite 3 walks as they couldn't make him pay. On now to the top of inning number 4. Twins lead it 2-1. Number 30 will step in.
Leading off for
He's 0
Minnesota,
for 1 thus far.
First baseman, number 30.
In there, strike one. Oh, and he squares up on this one as it's hit high and deep out to straightaway right field. And the fourth inning has begun with a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
Well, I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
Now batting,
Nate Walker will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. Lays off 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Now the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Put him away!
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike him out!
The pitch. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Take it off and get the next
And
guy.
he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Just an airmail shot that
now
time.
batting,
The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
And that sinker is normally where he gets most of his ground ball outs. But it really hasn't been all that effective a pitch so far.
Let's go!
And he's fallen behind now. 3-1. There's Josh Willingham. He waits next. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so
Now batting,
that's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
Josh Willingham will stand in here. He doubled his first time around.
You're nothing!
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. Line to left. And that's going to get down out there. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jason Kubel.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Josh Tomlin is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Jason Kubel will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Mauer off a second. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit. Brantley's able to get it in, and that runner will have to hold on at third base.
Another line drive single here. That's their 7th hit now in the ball game, and I'll tell you, these have not been Texas leaguers. They have smoked the ball all throughout.
Trevor Plouffe will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
And here's the first pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
And this is low, but I'll block nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on show track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
Gary Cox will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
And with the bases loaded, some guys aren't always in a hurry to get out of the way of those close pitches inside. That could have been a run.
Here's a hard-hit ball back up the middle. Kipnis. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Oh, man, I'm going to give him a 9.5 on that play. He'd probably get a 10 if they could have turned 2 there, but I'll tell you, just getting the force at second was good enough for me.
Michael Lee will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, nothing in 1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 3 runs already home here. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. Now the 1-2. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And the second run will score to make this a 7-1 ball game.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there, and he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Number 2 will stand in here, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Let's go, Indians!
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And this one's in the dirt. Crow goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
It looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
A man on third with 2 down. Well, he extends nicely there as this is driven pretty well out to deep right field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing, in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
Number 30 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. The cutter runs outside, ball one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a ground ball to first. They'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Twins 9 and the Indians 1. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here we go, Carlos.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Michael Bourne will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Let's go, Michael.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead. 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
The 1-2 with one away. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Michael Brantley will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, This is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Nate Walker will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Shortstop, Nate Walker.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
1-1 pitch on the way. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Hard sinker misses 2-2. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, the starting catcher on last season's AL All-Star team. Now the first pitch is in the air out toward right field. Murphy will wait on it, and there's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter
Josh Willingham will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Jason Kipnis will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And a changeup that time that's lifted in the air out toward left. Cox is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ball game.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is the 2nd time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
David Murphy will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Fastball called strike, 1 and 2. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2 and 2. Weakly to the right side, so he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3 and 2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3 and 2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Yan Gomes will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
One run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And he changes up on him here and gets him to lift one into shallow center field. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
As Asdrubal Cabrera See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Three and 0 now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. They trail big. It's 9-1. Scott Atchison will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Jason Kubel will stand in now to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Jason Kubel.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this is taken by Kubel for a ball. 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Trevor Plouffe will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first offering. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a one-out base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid one-out single.
Gary Cox will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time.
Double play kills the inning.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Michael Lee waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. 3-1. Runners on first with one down. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are two gone now.
Well, that's just a nice job out there on the mound, coming all the way back, down 3-0 on the count. He gets to 3-2, and then he gets his man to loft an easy fly ball.
Michael Lee will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And guys, I think the heavy stuff has arrived. This has got to be as hard as we've seen all afternoon.
A runner on first with 2 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And this ball will be chopped foul. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the sixth.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
8-9-1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Carlos Santana will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
What was that?
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Get that runner to second base now. Come on.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Santana waiting on a 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Woo!
3-2, here it is. And this is on the ground toward the hole. To second for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Michael Bourne will stand in, called out on strikes his last time. Now the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Fair to say things are not going as planned in that third base dugout.
Well, this is just an afternoon to forget for that man right there.
And Bourne will take it again, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
Now a swing, and here's another chance down there at third. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, they'll keep the inning alive here with two away.
Not to make excuses here, but sometimes when you play behind a pitcher that strikes out a lot of guys, you can get a little flat-footed out there if you're not involved in the action. And here, he just doesn't look this one into the glove, and they'll hit him with an error.
Michael Brantley is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. No move from Bourne, now the pitch. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, remember, this inning, it should be over. You know, he's trying to find that fourth out, and He's having trouble with the strike zone.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Indians leave one. They trail big. It's 9-1. Back here in Cleveland, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Number 2 will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Now a ball lined toward right center. And that is going to be a base hit.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Number 30 will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
That's a good pitch right there. Inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone. And as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Nate Walker will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Get the double play, you jokers!
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. 2-1. Now a good slider there. Tough pitch, and from 2-0, it's back to 2-2. just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this one will wind up as a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one on to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base.
Boy, and that's just a tough turn at second as they go around the horn. Now, he's got to hang in there because he knows he's going to get upended. And in the end, they wind up getting just the force on the lead runner.
Joe Mauer will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Jason Kipnis will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. That man right there opting to stay with his starter as we start the 7th inning.
And with his pitch count where it is right now, it wouldn't surprise me if they call it an afternoon after this inning.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Ready with the 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And taken in out there for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Fouled back. Now a fastball here is hit softly to the left side of the infield. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
And this is where you really prove your worth defensively. This is not an easy play here by any stretch of the imagination. But he gets rid of this ball quickly, and he has enough on the throw to get his man at first.
David Murphy will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Reaches and hits this one hard the other way, and that'll slice just foul at the last moment. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 9 and the Indians 1. Brian Shaw will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Josh Willingham will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Twins, designated hitter, Josh Willingham.
Come on now!
Swing and a liner toward right center. And Willingham's got a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Jason Kubel will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
The 1-0 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. From the belt, the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Trevor Plouffe will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Defensive swing there as this is chopped foul to the right. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
The batter, left fielder.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Gary Cox will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw in time and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Yan Gomes will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
No problem here, 1 away. And now time is going to be called here as we've got some Yahoo out there on the field. And per Major League Baseball, we're not going to show it to you, but security's got him surrounded now, and he's likely going to spend the rest of the afternoon in the pokey. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here comes the 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. That sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Boy, this is very close to being a foul ball, but a nice job by the first base umpire getting down there and getting the call right. And this is going to get down toward the corner and wind up a hard-hit double.
Carlos Santana will stand in, trying to change his evil ways here. He is hitless in the ballgame so far. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. For Chisenhall, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Mauer sets up. Here's the 1-1. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Cody Allen will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Lee will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Michael Lee.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Out of play. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Oh, and you know right now on his way back to the dugout, he's got to be thinking, oh, why did you have to break one of my good gamers? Man, it's done me so good already today. I still had a lot more hits in that one.
Number 2 will stand in. 2 hits, including a homer thus far. And they start him out away with a cold strike. And this is fouled away. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Up into the corner now. A fair ball. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Number 30 will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And that looked like he might have crossed him up a bit there, so good time to come out onto the mound and say, hey, look, we got a runner on second now. Second sign. Let's not mess it up again.
Just get the out.
Not close. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Fouled back. One out and a runner on second base. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. I mean, the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Nate Walker will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And he turns to the curveball that time as he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Joe Mauer will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
The 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Twins 10, and the Michael Bourne will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
First pitch coming. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Well, we just can't stop showing this pitch count. I mean, this is blatant disregard for a guy's future.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
I'm sure that'll make the highlight reel.
This should just be a single, but you saw him have some trouble out there with it in left field, and it allows that runner to sneak into second.
Michael Brantley will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, a little unfortunate there. If this gets by the mound, almost certainly gets that runner to third with only 1 out, but that's a good job by the pitcher to spear it, look the runner back, get the out at first, and that guy's still standing on second base.
Jason Kipnis will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the 9th, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Eddie Farmer will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Ryan Rayburn will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Knock it out of here.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2. Take it count.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's what he's up here to do. Some late inning heat out of the bullpen, and he finishes him off with a good fastball here for career strikeout number 1.
David Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. Late decision to offer it the changeup as this is bounced to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, there's another good win for these guys. That pushes their streak up to 5 in a row now, and it's been a total team effort. Good pitching, good hitting, good defense. They're doing it all right now.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 10-2. So long from Cleveland.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins. 10 runs on 14 hits. 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For Cleveland, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's Walkway to Gateway.